NFL Primetime in 2022 has definitely been bad. QBs that have become rusty this year, such as Tom Brady, Russell Wilson, and Aaron Rodgers, played in many of these games, making them boring. But let's see how bad NFL Primetime really was. So here's an analysis of the worst games from every Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday Night Football game this year. Week 1 definitely has the best primetime games. After all, you gotta hook the viewer's attention with a bang. So on Thursday, the NFL started with the 2021 Super Bowl champs, the Rams, and the heavy Super Bowl favorites this year, the Bills. You know, this should be a good game. Well, this blowout's okay, cause Tom Brady's up next. Yup, he's back. Sunday night holds the unretired and still married Tom Brady against Dak and the Cowboys. Dak's gonna have a good game, right? Oh shoot, he's already injured. At least he's getting some good sleep. 19-3 final. Oh, finally, Monday night. Russell Wilson is playing the Seahawks for the first time in his career. The Broncos gave Russ a pretty hefty amount, so he better at least beat his old team. I mean, Seattle has Geno Smith, the man, the myth, the legend, who enjoys writing back how he's still somehow in the league. This barn burner went down to the wire, where Seattle held a 1-point lead over Russ.
Broncos country, let's ride.
Wilson then said, and rode them to a 4th down situation. Nathaniel Hackett, do you trust in your QB to get a first down, or this kicker guy to make an impossible 60-yarder?
Let's ride, baby.
From 64, McManus. That's not what he wanted to cook.
So yeah, the NFL's not great, but it should get better. This Sunday night will definitely be better than last week. Yeah, us fans really want to see the most overrated rivalry in primetime, the Bears and Packers. Sorry Bears, Rodgers still owns you. Meanwhile, the Bills are steamrolling again, and for the second Monday night game on this doubleheader, we got to see Kirk Cousins crap his pants again on the big stage. Anyway, hopefully these primetime games will get better next week, fans thought.
Come on, man!
Thursday night, 2 mediocre teams dueling it out in a low-scoring game. We got Jacoby Brissett on the Browns, replacement until Deshaun Watson is allowed to play. And then the Steelers have a washed-up Mitch Trubisky starting for some reason. Please put in Kenny Pickett, begged Steelers fans after this sad loss. Where's Big Ben and Deshaun Watson when you need them most? Let's fast forward to Sunday night to watch one of the most boring primetime games this season. Total points, 21 for both teams, yeah. Here we got the low-scoring Russ hosting Mr. Clutch Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy G is known for blowing Super Bowl leads and always somehow finding his way back as a starting QB on the Niners. He shows flashes of greatness until he's down on the last drive of the game.
The 48-yard line. Denver bringing 4. Garoppolo protected in traffic. It's intercepted. Jonas Griffith on the deflection.
Russell Wilson edges past this one, but will be in plenty more primetime slugfests later.
Please, no! No! No!
This will be a good week. Every team here except for the undefeated Dolphins made the playoffs last year. On Thursday, the Dolphins and Bengals faced off. We got Joe Shiesty from LSU and Tua from Alabama. Shoot, yeah, Tua's injured. That really stinks for Miami. Cincinnati took a straightforward victory. Next, on Monday night, we got to see the new hyped rivalry between the Rams and Niners. Similar to Tom Brady versus New Orleans, the Rams can only beat Jimmy G when the game actually matters, like in the playoffs. As somewhat expected, the Rams are completely shut down and the Niners blow them out by 15. Are the Rams the same Super Bowl team as last year? Can we get better primetime games? Prepare yourself. These games will get to a whole new level. We got the Broncos and Colts, featured in over 60 minutes of play and 0 touchdowns. Russ is already cooking some field goals, and why in the world is Matt Ryan still in this league? As this poop show went into overtime, many Broncos fans were leaving. I can't blame them. Even though they paid good money to see this game, they'd rather prepare for work than watch this. The Colts unconvincingly won 12-9.
Surveys, good protection, slides, fires, broken up in the end zone.
Amazon Prime's Thursday night isn't doing too well, and they kinda need a revival game. So yeah, it's the Justin Fields Bears versus the Carson Wentz Commies. Anyway, this game was even worse than last Thursday night. The Commanders won in a 12-7 thriller. Yes, 12-7, and this game didn't take place in the 1940s. The Bears had hope at the end after coming oh so close to scoring the game-winning touchdown. It all came to the last play, and he caught it. No way, he was out of bounds. Screw this, fire Nagy. 2 days later, we saw Russell Wilson cook up another crappy game. This also went into overtime, and it was just a punt, and a punt, and another punt. Oh wait, now it's interesting. Yeah, it turns out the only reason the Chargers won was because the special teams guy did a play that should probably be illegal.
I was in!
Great, week 7, we need a Thursday night bounce back. And we got one, it's actually a high-scoring game. The only problem is that both of these defenses stink, so it's just big play after big play. The Cardinals and Kyler Midget Murray won this one against the Saints. Then Sunday rolls around and Tua is back. This was also boring as all get out, and we got to see rookie Kenny Pickett throw 3 interceptions. The Dolphins somehow won, and Steelers fans will have to get used to sucking. Now it's Monday, and the Bears are playing the Pats. With defensive genius Bill Belichick and a struggling Bears offense, this should be a blowout. And it was a blowout, just for the wrong team. Patriots, what are you doing? Decide on a starting quarterback and please stop showing Mac Jones moping on the bench. If only the Patriots still had Tom Brady. Yeah, speaking of Brady, he and the Bucs featured on Thursday night after a shocking loss to Carolina. Brady can't lose his 3rd straight, right? Well, the Ravens picked apart the Bucs and came up with the convincing win. You better not be booing Brady. Well, at least next game we got the powerhouse Bills hosting the Packers. From the looks of it at the beginning of the season, this was a game that everyone looked forward to. But, you know, Aaron Rodgers kinda turned out to be a washed-up QB this year. The Bills easily won, and as Josh Allen keeps rolling, it's Halloween night. It's the AFC North rivalry between the Bengals and Browns. The Bengals made the Super Bowl last year. They have Joe Money, they're favorites on the road. This game should be a breeze.
Bruh.
Meanwhile, through all of these bad games, we have totally forgotten that there's still one undefeated team left, the Eagles. Philly featured on Thursday night and took an easy win against the one-win Texans. On Sunday, the Chiefs hosted the Titans. Without their starting QB, Tennessee had a ground-and-pound mentality with Derrick Henry. The Titans started strong, but the Chiefs soon caught on to their master plan. It also doesn't help that rookie Malik Willis can't really throw this game, completing 5 passes. The Chiefs tied and won in overtime. Then the Ravens featured again and took an easy victory over New Orleans. We're finally more than halfway through this horrid season. The NFL reluctantly put in 2 bad teams to prove how each team gets its fair share of primetime. So yeah, here's the Panthers and Falcons, featuring well-known QBs PJ Walker and Marcus Mariota. This game was hyped due to their epic meeting a few weeks ago, but once the entirety of America had to see it, of course it stunk. Also, what is legendary Heisman winner Baker Mayfield doing on the bench? It's hard to imagine the NFL playoffs without Green Bay, but if they don't get this win Thursday night, they're done for. Yup, that's about it in Lambeau. Rodgers has simply lost his touch, missing open throws all night. And to end Week 11, Monday night in Mexico, prepárate, los Cardinals y 49ers. The midget is reluctantly watching the game on the sideline instead of playing Call of Duty. And it turns out he was right. I would much rather play video games than watch this disaster. It was all San Fran this game, as they crushed the Cardinals by 28. Viva NFL or whatever.
Time-leading tackler in the history of the team!
In In Week 12, we had nothing. The primetime games were actually good Thanksgiving weekend. But as a playoff race commences, these primetime games will just get sloppier.
Stop it. Again?
Week 13, the Pats really need a win or their chances aren't looking too good. Fine, the Cowboys really need a win, and this game's looking too close.
Finally cops fumble the football. It's recovered by Dallas. Protected as Ryan throws transit, and that goes intercepted. Ryan's pass is intercepted.
Not next.
Ryan in trouble. The ball comes out as Matt got.
Anyway, on Monday night, a Saints win can tie up the NFC South with all the same record. I mean, the game's basically over. There's no way Tommy Terrific can come back while he's playing this bad.
The clock. They run it with Fournette. Quick throw, pass caught, first down. It's third down. Underneath, and touchdown, Rashad White.
Great. Never underestimate the GOAT, I guess. What's funny is that Thursday night followed the exact same script as that Tom Brady game. I mean it, the exact same script. In the fourth quarter, the LA Rams are down 16-3. They basically don't care about this season anymore, so they picked up a homeless Baker Mayfield. I mean, Baker doesn't know the playbook or anything. Heck, the only thing he's memorizing are his lines in a State Farm commercial. I mean, there's no way he could win. Great, LA. There goes a good draft pick. Anyway, we celebrate Sunday night with a game that has Justin Herbert and the Chargers, who beat a Dolphins squad that forgot the playbook. Then, on Monday night, we got to see the Cardinals and Patriots. This game might have been a little better if Kyler Murray didn't get injured on the third play of the game. The Cardinals are just a disaster this year, and this entire game was too. Score 27-13. .262nd overall pick Brock Purdy continued his undefeated career on the road in dominant fashion. Now it's Sunday night, and we have playoff-like vibes from two teams that should probably have a losing record. Whoever wins between the Giants and Commanders will basically have a guaranteed playoff spot. For the loser, well, watch out for the Lions, I guess. After taking a 3-hour nap, the Commies were down one score at the goal line with a chance to tie it.
There is a flag down on the opposite side of the field by where Curtis Samuel, the receiver, was.
Refs interfering with nationally televised games? No such thing. Finally, Monday night ended in a boring game which kept the Packers' playoff hopes alive. Week 16, and this feels like a playoff game. If the Jags win, they take their division. If the Jets win, they get one step closer to a playoff spot. Well, I guess this game turned out to stink. In the end, the Jets don't even deserve to make the playoffs if they can't even decide on a QB. I mean, if it's not second overall pick Zach Wilson who could barely throw, and it's not Mike White or Joe Flacco, both on the injury reserve, then who is it? Some rodeo guy out of South Dakota? On Saturday night, it's the Raiders and Steelers. Like many games this year, nothing happened in the first 55 minutes until Kenny Pickett led the Steelers to a game-winning drive. Now it's Christmas Day, and this Sunday night will definitely be a present because... the Cardinals? In the NFL's defense, I don't think they would have expected Trace McSorley to be the starting quarterback for Arizona, but that's just what happened. In the fourth, the Cardinals were ahead by 10, but Tom Brady, in a non-whatsoever scripted way, rallied his troops to tie the game, go into overtime, and win it. And for the final game of this unjolly NFL week, we have Monday night with the Chargers. Justin Herbert finally got his ticket to the playoffs after this free win. This ends yet another week of bad primetime football. We have 2 more weeks left. This will be the final Thursday night, and to celebrate, we have the Cowboys and Titans. Tennessee's real showdown will be against Jacksonville next week, but here they lay yet another turd to lose their 6th straight. Then, the Steelers played in another low-scoring game, which they must win to get above 500. Nothing happened the first 55 minutes until Kenny Pickett led the Steelers to a game-winning drive. You know, football's a 4-quarter game, right? The NFL celebrates Week 18 with 2 win-or-go-home games. The Titans and Jags faced in a field goal fest until a scoop and score gave the Jags the division title. Then the Lions shocked the Packers in Green Bay to knock Aaron Rodgers out of the playoffs. I count these 2 games as a good way to end the regular season. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and expect an entire playoff analysis video to be coming soon.